Hi visionaries, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kanyisile Yotando and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I saved 100,000 Rand to buy my first property. Now before we begin, you may be wondering why I'm chilling by the window today. Mainly because we're relying on the natural light for the aesthetics of this video. So you may see some cars passing, you may see some people walking up and down. Just focus on this video because that's why we're here today, né? Okay, so let's jump straight into it. So I'll start off with a property agony aunt letter to address one of the many queries I received this week regarding property investments. So the query reads as follows: my name is ... I saw your TikTok page and I wanted to inquire about Flisp and how it really works because I need to buy a house. So Flisp is a government sponsored program for people that earn between 3.5 thousand Rand and 22,000 Rand a month. They will assist you to buy your first property by providing you a lump sum towards your first property. The first step is for you to have a financing plan in place, such as an approved house loan. You go to the NHFC and you put in your application to get the subsidy. If your application is approved, what they will do is give you a lump sum that you can use to buy your first property. There is obviously a selection criteria and terms and conditions to this. For more information, just click on the link in my description and you should be able to get all the information you need. So the moment you've all been waiting for, how did I actually save the 100,000 Rand to buy my first property? Drum rolls! Well, the answer is quite simple. I didn't do it alone. If you're a young professional who has been working for less than 5 years and you just got into the working world, it's a bit difficult to save up and actually live life. Well, that's my experience. So I was very fortunate to meet like-minded friends who wanted to jump into the property game as well, but didn't know anything and also didn't have any money just like me. The starting point was then to save up money because we knew that if you want to even have a foot in the door, you're gonna need to have money because property is not child's play. It needs a lot of money investments. So we decided that we're going to have a 500 Rand savings challenge. We all decided to open TAM bank accounts because right now it has one of the highest interest rates for a savings account. And we decided that we'd deposit 500 Rand each and every month end to see if we were actually serious about this. So while we were rolling out our savings challenge, we also started researching about property in general because we didn't know any information. We came to realize very quickly that we're going to need a lot of money just to get into property investments because you're looking at things like your transfer costs, your bond costs. If you're going to renovate the property, you also need that. There are also some admin costs here and there. So we knew that if we want to get into the property game and buy, let's say, an average 2-bedroom house, for instance, we're going to need definitely more than 50,000 Rand before we even look at the loan itself. So we knew very quickly that 500 Rand a month is not going to be it unless we're going to be saving for 100 years. And that is when we decided that, listen, we are going to need to beef up our savings plan. We moved from 500 Rand to 1,000 Rand, from 1,000 Rand to 1,005, then from 1,005 to 2,000. So this was very gradual and we kept each other very accountable to see who would actually see it through to the end. So with that being said, the money was coming in, we were generating money, but we realized that we wanted to get this money in a very short space of time. So we gave ourselves a target to say, listen, in less than a year, at maximum 2 years, we want to get this 100,000 Rand. Then we needed to actually come up with another plan to save up this money. And that is when the idea of stokvels came about. So we got around with more friends who were able to pay 3.5 thousand Rand a month, and we decided to start a property stokvel. So how the stokvel worked is each and every month, one of us would get the lump sum and would pay it directly into the person's account, right? And would rotate amongst all of us. So whenever it was our turn to get the lump sum, we took all the money and we put it towards the property investment. And that is actually how we managed to beef up our savings in a very short space of time because we put ourselves under pressure and we came up with a great savings plan or money vehicle. So if you actually think about it, 3 things were at play here, right? We realized that we needed each other, especially if we're going to start out into this property thing. Secondly, we realized that we're going to need a savings challenge to keep each other accountable. We started that savings challenge. And lastly, we decided to start a property stokvel because we realized that we're going to need a lot more money than what we were saving up. And guys, that's just about it, right? I have given you my secrets. If you want to start, then you're going to need a lot of persistence and a lot of consistency, because we started this in October 2020 and we finished this year in March. So it took a lot of patience, a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication. If you really want to get into property investments, I suggest that this is your starting point, because at some point you're going to need the money and you're going to need all the research that you should have done beforehand when it's time to buy your first property. People shouldn't rush into opening the business account and opening up a company and all of that other admin stuff. That can come right at the end, because that stuff doesn't matter as much as the money and the research and the knowledge and the connections that you have. So the starting point should be there, and if everything comes together with what's really important, the foundation, then you can use that knowledge and start the company and, you know, start your property empire. Now, to end off today's episode, I'm going to be sharing one of the savings challenge templates that I've been using at the beginning of this year. I just started the savings challenge with one of my friends, and it's been quite an interesting journey because I have to save up a lot of money. So I'm giving you guys this template. If you want to start it, I highly suggest you start it in July. If you look at the template, it will say it's from January to December, but you can start yours in July and end it next year, June. I mean, it don't matter. The money's still coming out of the same pocket. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's session. I hope I helped someone. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. Please do everything to share and spread the knowledge. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you. Bye.